Alright, check. See if we got volume. Yeah, I'm beyond frustrated because I was reassured multiple times that this wouldn't be an issue at launch. It clearly is. But basically, the Xbox picks my wrong Wargaming account, and there is no option to switch it. So any progress I get right now, if they ever fix it, will be lost. And that's super frustrating. And I have the wrong username, which is, I realize, a minor issue to many people, but it is a big deal to me. Alright, well, we're just going to play on the EU account for now. I'm just really frustrated. Really frustrated. Unplugged in so we can preview. No, we don't want Twitch Turbo. Freak. Yeah, it just really sucks. I likely still have to adjust my sensitivity a bit. Not sure yet. And I know I had my buttons set up all kinds of different for this game. But I do not remember in what way. Or why. Look at what
base secured. Let's
what there
clear out
even
the hostiles.
is, right? What did I have changed? I had engine boost changed to the bumper.
Moving to contact.
Yeah, I had that changed to the bumper. If I get attacked here. And I had that. I guess changed
Full
to...
modules. That's where it hurts.
See if that works. I think there was more that I had changed than that. It is so frustrating in the tank and ship games where refiring is slow to leave somebody with a sliver. Okay, so yeah, pushing the right stick in, I had it doing something else on the previously, and I don't know what. I need to definitely rethink about my controllers.
Block those shots with your APS.
APS online. Stay close.
I can't shoot while I'm doing this.
Hostiles eliminated.
Phase 1 complete. Move
Alright,
to the
what is
facility.
ping
Sweep and clear.
currently?
Kent, flank the enemy. Buy us time.
These cycle zoom modes, I don't really need that most of the time. Definitely not on a button that's easily accessible, at least. What does B do? Cancel. That's fine. Ping is down on the wheel. I don't like that. But I don't think I can use up on the wheel. If I remember correctly, it's used for something. It wasn't very mappable. I don't see it here. We'll just try and get used to it. I don't know. Yep. That's weird. It wasn't even the ability I thought I was on. Okay. We'll figure it out when we start using the abilities and stuff, because that's what the problem was there was some ability that I wanted to get. I wanted to be able to hit it while hitting another button, and I just couldn't.
This place is empty. Something's off. It's a trap!
Vacate this facility.
I wish I could turn the part of my brain off that cares that I'm on the wrong account. But honestly, not being able to use my name
Out,
pisses
come in.
me off.
I'm out. Go on without me.
HQ,
That was
I'm
part of
pursuing
it
the
is
enemy.
being a streamer too. You want your name recognized. You know, Harkonis is in the work. You know, I don't know. It's just not the same.
Chopper, they're close enough for your Gatling gun.
APS online. Stay close.
I didn't even know that. There was a bad guy behind me. That's not good.
More hostiles. Perimeter is mined.
Oh. Why are we getting 100+ ping on a fucking tutorial? That seems wrong too, doesn't it? Oh.
What's our status?
Enemy retreated. Don't let them escape.
Staying on target.
APS online. Stay close.
Oh, it doesn't quite kill him. Oh, those are mines. Alright. Alright. He's not looking fun to mess with, huh?
Unhitch! Vehicle disabled!
Get out!
Alright. Now he's not where he was.
Eliminate that target, Chopper. But watch out. Advanced ordnance confirmed.
Copy that. I've never seen a gun like that before.
It's a lot harder of a boss fight than the previous one. Can't quite get to him because of these mines. We use these wrecks while we can. We'll get rid of them before too long, I'm sure. God, he's predictable, right?
Reinforcements incoming!
Is not ours. That's not good.
Heavy impact!
Chopper, hit it with your creeping barrage.
Critical damage! Archangel, execute the strike.
Agent, you're in a target zone. Leave now.
I'm down, I'm down. Get the boss too. That I don't
Left to
know.
run.
Nope.
Chopper to HQ. Enemy eliminated.
Full debrief at base. Over and out.
They call this progress. Enemies hiding in the shadows, using weapons we've never seen before. We've stopped them this time. They will come back stronger. They always do.
Like, if there's any kind of battle pass, do I get that on the wrong account? Because I'm almost certainly going to lose it. Okay. I already got fucked over by Division Resurgence.
It takes.
Their end result was we'll give you some currency, but not the things you can never get again. Like, oh, thanks. I'm just not playing it. Grab our points. Mm-hmm. Alright. God, it just irritates me to see the wrong name up there. Pretty frustrating. Pretty frustrating. New battle pass. This week only, and okay, this doesn't go anywhere. That's a little weird. We'll take a look here. That one's not doing anything either. Weird. Oh, Fuzzer's locked. That was who I played the most in the previous one. Hound was by far the one I saw the most. Yeah, literally can't get into any menus there. Nice, and the pass just says no data. Alright, I don't know how it's so hard for companies to launch with a working product, but especially when you do a bunch of tests, it really shouldn't be hard. I hate to sound bitter, but I mean, I reported a bunch of the stuff that I'm still seeing, which means they clearly didn't prioritize it as must be fixed for launch, or they're incompetent. I mean, not really the choice you want to be left with, is it? Alright. Anyway. We're going to bump up our third-person camera. I don't know what a good value is. We're going to go pretty high to start and see. Not sure on a lot of these. Built under acceleration. I understand the concept, but likewise, some of these sensitivities I'm going to have to I kind of think I want to make one of these other abilities the I mean, is it possible to put, we got left stick in is ability 2, then if we put ability 3 on right stick in, and we remove cycle zoom mode, a way to delete it? Like not bind it to anything? That I don't know. And then put this on just the right bumper? We can do that, okay. So my alt is now just the right bumper. That's something. Yeah, then we can make this both. Yep. Work. I don't use turret lock a lot. I probably don't use it enough. Can't even change this. A little odd. Well, we got stuff in the store, but the battle pass doesn't work. How weird. Alright. We start with 0 heat coins. What are they asking for these? 100 buck. Yeah, these are XP bundles. Interesting. How much are they asking for that? It is doesn't say how long that lasts, does it? You 10 battle. Well, at least it's battles and not time. That's a huge difference, unless you get put into a battle in progress. So here you're basically paying 10 cents. No discount. So if you were going to boost everything, oh here. No, it's not. That's the exact same price as buying them individually. That's kind of weird, right? I would think like it would be 100, 100, 100, and then 250. So you get a slight discount if you go with the triple. There was no incentive to buy this other than fewer things to click on. That's kind of weird. Yeah. But at any rate, you'd be paying about 30 cents a battle to get a boost. Like old school, paying a quarter a play, right? Kind of funny, really. You know, some people won't be amused. I think it's funny. Okay, and these are purchasable by in-game currency. I don't see... remember this. Is that one of Hound's? That must be one of Hound's. I think this was the one I used the most, so that's 200k. I wonder how long. We start with 50k. That does come with the... Okay, maybe the second tank that you get will be cheaper. Let's see. One of these chopper. So how do you get choppers second? He only has one. Okay, there it is. That's chopper second tank. Okay, so they're the same price whether they come with the character or not. The first tank you get with each character gives you the character also. Okay, so it's 200k per character. Still, I don't see any way to configure these. Feels a little weird. Unless maybe that's just a not yet type thing, right? Which one was this? Well, of these three, like, aesthetically, I want to like Chopper more. But it was a little hard to turn and stuff. You guys are relentless. But Hound is a lot easier to play. But let's look at missions here, because we got missions for each of these characters. Filtered by... Let's look at Hound. Trapping shot 10 times. Hunting time 5 times. The ones that offer the biggest boost in tech currency. I don't even remember what that's used for now. Deal damage to immobilized, okay. And then for Chopper. Okay, that's weird. Chopper apparently does not have a 300 value quest, which seems weird. I would have thought they'd make sure that every character has something of that value. No, because it doesn't either. Right, so what did Hound have? It was 15,000 damage to immobilized enemies. Means you have to hit with trapping shot. And then do damage to him, because that's the only thing he has that does that. So yeah, that could take some time to do, but I guess we can pick it and try. Alright, okay, so this is where you just can't get to it from the other screen directly. Train, do we start with a point here? Looks like the answer is... Wait a minute. Yeah, we do have 1 point. Okay, and you can't retrain these, which I wasn't real happy about that. Bring an enemy with hunting time. Targets around them. Okay. And you have to look at what the upgrade to it is. That's weird that we still don't have tier 3 and 4. I really thought those were missing just because it was in the beta. Apparently they just aren't ready. Not a good sign either. It makes it feel like they had to shove this out the door and start making money on it or get canceled, which isn't a good sign going forward. Because you can't have one in the same line. So if I pick this one, I can't have this one. So I need to look at that as well. Aiming at an enemy reveals the crit zones. Huge. See, I'd rather have the cooldown than the cheaper cost. So, because unless they've changed it drastically, there's more equipment that can change energy gain and cost than there is that can change cooldown, but I could be wrong. Better aiming while moving faster. Plus 10% reticle size one. Isn't that a negative? I don't get that. It feels like it's worded backwards. Bring an enemy with hunting time makes around them fragile. Or more tracing rate. Now, of these, I think I want that one and that one. And that one. We'll just... Even though it sounds like a backwards. Hopefully it's... Oh, we actually have character customization. Oh, that's... But this one costing real money. Alright. I thought I equipped that agent skill. What's going on here? Didn't hit the button enough times. Right, goes up to 30, I think. Oh, more than 30. 40. With no real money in there anywhere. Alright, well, right off the bat, I like the one that starts healing you right here. He heals you anytime you're not in combat for X amount of seconds. And then here, I either like the smoke screen in front of the vehicle or the one here that just makes you generally harder to like light on fire. And you don't stay burning as long. One of these two. Okay, so then these we unlock at 4, 7, 10, 16, 27, and 30. Nothing we can do until then. Customization. We've got 3 that it doesn't tell us how to get. Maybe those are battle pass. A real money fancy one. 30k for those. These look like Twitch drops. Oh, this one's Discord, this one's Twitch. So how do we get the Discord drop? Not yet. That's all I know here. Not yet. I'm looking at the Discord here. I really want an answer to my ticket. Alright. And then this would be a Twitch drop, which I don't know if those are active yet or not. I'm guessing no. Everything else seems like they're not really ready. Like, they say they're ready. I don't think they're ready yet. Look here. Oh. Nope, we're getting drops already. Okay. Marvel Rivals and Heat. I'm already getting drops for. I don't know how I'm getting drops for Rivals since I'm not currently watching anything, but apparently it doesn't matter. And then don't know what this one's from. I kind of like it. It's simple. But... And ooh, I like Magenta Blaze. That one doesn't say how to get it, but I'm pretty sure I did see that one's in the store, and I kind of like it, even though it's a terrible idea for longevity. And then progression. We're just checking again. This is unlocks. That doesn't actually give them to you; it just gives you unlocks. This goes higher than 40. Okay, it goes to 50. I think it costs real money to move free. Call it free XP, just like in World of Tanks. I'm familiar with the mechanic. I don't like it, but I'm familiar with it. But I don't see the magenta even here, so I don't have any concept of how much it might cost. Right, it's in the news section. These still say new as well. Why? And how do I gotta go into each of these. Kills, hits, make them take longer. Engine power. I want engine power. Reload time for each ability on cooldown. That's actually not bad. But I think getting your ult back faster as you use abilities is better. After expiring, you get worded again. I don't know how to force get worded is part of the problem there. This one gives you worded automatically when the enemy's winning, which is kind of big. I don't want that one. I'm just going to take this one where we apply slow. Worded is pretty good because, if I remember correctly, it's like a 10 or 15% damage reduction just flat out. It's a pretty big deal. Okay, what's his fancy skin? Actually not bad. I like that one better. Now let's check out his vehicle. Again, same thing. We want the auto, and then here we don't get the smoke isn't an option. So we're just going to take the passive status resist. He does start with a slot. I don't think, yeah, we can't afford to put anything in said slot. Hank gets a digital urban. That's weird for a $16 skin, right? You would think it wouldn't be as a... But yeah, if the magenta's usable on everybody, I might do that because... Although again, I realize it's not a good idea for longevity of life. So. Alright. You, sir, you have faster lock-ons on your ult. Faster, hull, and turret traverse speed. That might be what I picked there. Oh, this is less of a penalty on your reload. I'll take that. Faster reloads. They're a pretty big deal. And then customization for him. He gets more colors. That's kind of weird, right? That looks like an Xbox skin. I think it is because it doesn't have a cost on it. So this is probably going to appear in the Xbox Game Pass bundle for free. It's not bad either. Not exciting, but it's not bad. Okay, and he gets... Same thing, he has a slot available, but nothing he can put in it. His fancy tank. I actually like that one. And I assume he has magenta as well. Yep. Okay, there's no way to look at the ones that we... Yeah. We can't actually look at their Alright. So yeah, when we look at the news, it shows this. In the battle, it shows the battle pass. Okay, so the stream isn't until 4 p.m. UTC. We're gonna do that thing. Oh, here's another problem. It's gonna give me the... It's probably gonna give me my Twitch drops on the wrong account because of the way that they fucked this up. Yeah, I don't want to claim them on the wrong account. That's awful. It says on your first launch, you were prompted to create a new account or sign into an existing one. I wasn't. How do I fix that? All right, hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I can't link my accounts and get these drops without basically I'd be either putting the drops on the account I'm not going to use or not getting the drops. And I don't actually know what the correct choice is here. You know what? I guess assume at some point they're going to fix the fucking thing. I don't know. I kind of feel like I should just link the correct account. If my PC could play the game and stream it, like, well, it wouldn't even be an issue. Well, it'd still be an issue because I would still prefer to play on the Xbox. But it wouldn't be an issue in the sense that I wouldn't mind, I could at least go to the PC and just play on Steam, but Steam's actually not letting me play the game yet. Oh, we're gonna try this again. I realize this is not exciting content either, but blame them, not me. Their back end seems extremely overwhelmed here. Okay. Yeah. If you're just joining, I apologize. There's an issue here where the Xbox is defaulting to the wrong account. It was a thing in the beta. They swore they were going to fix it. They didn't fix it. I'm pretty pissed about it. But it directly affects things because, like, you can't purchase anything because then you're going to be earning progress on the wrong account. Twitch drops. I don't want to miss out on Twitch drops. You can get Twitch drops from watching, but I don't want to miss out on getting Twitch drops for me because they're going to the wrong account. You know, that would be kind of shitty. So I've got, I'm going to see if I get this sorted, and if they can't sort it out, I might end up just trying to play on PC, despite my PC being not very powerful. And there we go. So see, the Steam client asks you which account you want, and you can change it. So it tried to log me in as EU, and then I hit the button and said, no, switch. And it switched. I don't understand. Hold on, I'm going to close the game, start it on Steam, and then restart it on here and see if it logs out by any chance. You can see up at the top there, Harkonis_HHR. That's my EU account. That is not my NA account. So we force the game closed. Switch over to PC. It's such an unnecessary headache, especially when they knew this was a problem. I reported it several times and talked with people about it. Hilarious. You're trying to play this using the Harkonis account. This isn't how you usually play. Do you want to? Like, yes. That is how I want to usually play. Like, something on their back end is trying like hell to default to my EU account that I used one day as a throwaway because the US servers were down. And then at some point they connected the accounts to the same, since they had the same email on them. And now it's just stuck. It's infuriating. Like, at this point, I would love to just... Oh, that's nice, too. It just says failed to get authentication token. Okay. I can't log in on Steam. All right. Well, let's try the third account. We've downloaded the game in 3 different ways. We've got Steam, the Wargaming client, and Xbox. Let's download the or run the installation for Wargaming client. This is such a nightmare. And one that takes up a lot of hard drive space too. My hope is that maybe by forcing the install on the PC, logging in and telling the PC client, hey, this is what I want to play as, that it'll remember that somehow on the Xbox. I'm not hopeful that it will work, but it's what I'm wanting to have work. It is more likely that something on the Xbox side just always grabs the EU. Maybe it's just alphabetically EU's ahead of NA on the list, and it just grabs the first account. Could very well be. That would not surprise me that they're not even looking at your preferences, because the website does have an actual where you choose a preference. Which account do you prefer? Remember me. NA. Yes. Okay, so I am on my NA account on their launcher. And it is downloading the game. We'll wait a second here while it goes. Stream itself might get a little wonky in the meantime. Oh, I could have just installed based on the beta. Not had as much to download. A little late now. Oh my god, it's why can't things just be simple, right? Way too many things are just more difficult than they need to be. World in general, it doesn't have to be as rough as it is. Installing a game should not be a difficult process by any means. I think somewhere in my account it is trying to, like, my Xbox is default linked to the wrong side. And I did try during the beta to unlink my Xbox from my Wargaming account completely and then relink it to the NA one, and everything looked like it went correctly, but it just didn't. In fact, if I remember correctly, I even unlinked it from the Xbox, launched the game, and the game still. Let's go clear the game's cache and see if that helps too. But even though I was unlinked with the Wargaming account, it's still logged in anyway, as if it was linked, which is certainly weird. But yeah, if we oh shit, if I delete that, it also gets rid of my settings, but that's. Oh, and that already has an update, so I guess that's why the battle pass stuff wasn't visible. leave it on the queue while I'm downloading on both things. Again, this would have been great to do off a stream, but the problems didn't pop up until after stream started, so my apologies there. I know it's not terribly interesting in any way. The PC client is 78% done. So, yeah. This is our life. We get up early. For what should be smooth sailing, just get up, be a little tired, but boom, launch a new game, play a game, get viewers. Nope. So I even went in like on the EU side of your account and hit unlink on the Xbox, right? And then when you go over to the NA side, it's unlinked there now too, because it's all merged on the back end. But again, the Twitch account's merged on both too, so interesting to think that in theory both accounts should get the drop, or it should ask me, hey, you just claimed a drop, do you want it to go to the NA or EU one? I'm just terrified it's going to go to like the EU one, and then I've got these once in a lifetime drops on a game I might play for years sitting on an account I don't use, and that would just be more than a little irritating. Looking at the website is really bizarre too, because like it straight up says my World of Tanks Blitz, Harkonis North America, one account. World of Warships, Harkonis North America. World of Warplanes, Harkonis North America. World of Tanks, Harkonis North America. World of Tanks Heat, Harkonis _HHR Europe. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, all my games are tied to the Harkonis NA. So baffling. Green. %99 done. We're making progress. I realize it's not really visible on stream, but I have a feeling that the PC client is probably going to do the same thing the Steam client did, which is say that the servers aren't actually up or something, you know? Why is it installing a second instance of Heat? It just finished installing Heat and it's trying to install Heat. What? Okay, so it's not ready. I don't know what just happened there. Like their client, it just finished and then it started again at like 17 gigs. So it almost feels like there was a day one patch that's the same size as the base game, which is a pretty awful way to do things too. I just don't really know what's going on anymore. What are we at? About getting close to halfway done. Yeah, it's going to be a little slower because we're downloading at full possible speed on both PC and thing here. Girls, let's not do this. Hey, she's allowed to sit in that chair. Cat disagrees. I guess I'm also really surprised nobody else playing on the PC or playing on Xbox had this issue. I mean, anybody else on Xbox that has two accounts, I guess they'd have to have two accounts and play in NA, right? So I guess maybe they play in EU and it picked the right one for them, so they don't see it as a problem. Very odd. All right, so about 60% done on Xbox, 50% done on PC. Excuse me. Yeah, one of those was the installation, one of those is the update. I see it now on the PC client. Mm. 65%. I guess we might as well just kill the stream for now. We'll put it on not here.